Hello YouTubers, it's Cyberdyne24 again, here to show you finally getting around to actually doing some actual cool videos now. Now we're doing a winter preparation for our snowblower. It's the first time, it's the beginning of the season of snow, so gotta get the snowblower set, make sure it runs. And this will apply to any single stage snowblower. I mean, if I had a dual stage snowblower, believe me, I would also show you a little bit of preparation, but it's a single stage, which most people have anyway, so here we go. Now, the snowblower we have in question here is a Toro CCR 2000 4.5 horsepower single stage snowblower. It is a 2-cycle engine, so yes, it takes mixed gas. And always with all of my outdoor power equipment, I always run high octane fuel. I used to run with the minimum octane, but then I realized, you know what, it's better for the engine just to do higher octane. Now with preparation for the snowblower is usually at the end of every season you would want to make sure you dump all the gas out of the gas tank, just to ensure that there's no gas in there and you don't have any bad gas the next season when you start it, because if it doesn't, then you pretty much have to take your carburetor off, flush all that out, and that's just a very time consuming process. Plus also it's very costly if you take it to a repairman. Now, one thing we're going to do is make sure that this thing starts very well, is check the spark plug. Now, usually every season you would probably want to replace your spark plug, because the normal wear and tear, it's just pretty much normal upkeep maintenance. But with my handy little, Harbor Freight Tools portable fluorescent light, we took off this master control panel. There was 3 screws, took them off, and now we have access to the spark plug, which is at the top of the cylinder. Now all we're going to do is we're going to simply take the plug off, and as you can see right there, there is the spark plug. I'm going to just get this back on the tripod here. Get this all readjusted. Okay, we're in focus there. Fantastic. Now the next part is we're going to take the spark plug out. Usually you can use a special spark plug socket that a lot of people use for their cars. For me, I just, from the work I've done with small engines and stuff, I've kind of narrowed it down to a few different sizes. And the size I've varied it down to the 19mm socket. Just gotta find the right wrench that has the right socket on there. Now, since it's in there kind of deep, we're going to use a little 3/8 extension on there, so it makes it a little bit easier to get it out. And then we just want to be gentle. get this thing out of zoom so I can show you. This is your spark plug right here. Take a look at it. Looks kind of oily. Looks like it's kind of it's not, the gap's a little too tight. So one thing we'll do is, before we do any kind of quick start on it, just rearrange the tripod here. Before we do any kind of gap tool right here, you can find these at any hardware store. Now with this, all you gotta do is you take the little gap gauge. Stick it here. Probably gap it to about I'd say about 30 or so. Make sure that's nice and gapped good. Once you got it gapped good, go back to your where you had your little, where the hole is for it in the cylinder. And you take your little engine quick start, spray a little bit in there, put your spark plug back in there, of course. Then you get your little socket, and then just kind of tighten it a little bit. You don't want to over tighten it because you don't want to strip the threads of the cylinder. And as you can see, spark plug the cap. Now to make it easy on me, I'm going to do the electric start instead of the pull cord, just to make sure that this thing's actually running good. And also, just to inform all the YouTubers out there, this is my first video, so yeah, I'm kind of a little nervous about it. Plus, I don't know that much editing with my camera yet, so I haven't been able to. I can't do anything really fancy dancy yet. So get some two-cycle fuel in there. Once it's filled up, of course you gotta find the gas cap. So I just prime it a few times just to get some gas in the carburetor. Make sure you take all your other tools and stuff off of it. Take the key, turn it to the auto ignition, and then we're going to start it up and see if it works. Also, pull the choke out. as you can see, started up perfect. I run a 50-to-1 mix on all my outdoor power equipment, especially the snowblower. I may, sort of make sure that there's just a teensy bit more oil in there, just to ensure that you get proper lubrication with the piston and cylinder. Because one thing you do not want to do is run this thing with more gas than oil, and then, because in cases like that, all you're going to do is you're going to score the piston, you're going to score the cylinder, you're going to break the rings, or you can mess up the crankshaft. Pretty much you can just ruin the whole entire snowblower. And if it's an older snowblower like this, most cases you're just going to say, I don't want to spend the money to fix it, I'll just go buy a brand new one. Well, I hope this enlightens you a little bit about how to get your snowblower prepared for the upcoming snow season. Thank you for taking time to watch, and y'all have a nice day.